Hello everyone, we are students from University Technology Mara. We are a group of accounting students passionate about finance and investment. Today we gonna to present our group assignment project. Our team consists of 4 members, each bringing unique skills and perspectives to the table. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Firstly, we have me, Elbilian, a detail-oriented individual with a strong background in accounting. Next, we have Atika, who specializes in market research and analysis. And thirdly, there is a third group members, Muhammad Imran. We have expertise in risk management and financial forecasting. Lastly, but not least, we have Siti Zulaika, a creative problem solver with experience in project management. Together, we make a dynamic team ready to tackle any challenge. We prepare our group assignment presentation for our lecturer, Sir Muradin bin Pura. We are from a faculty of accountancy. Our course is fundamentals of financial management. Our course code is MAF 253. Our group is SCP 5A 2023 2D. The title of our project today is Investment Appraisal and Small and Medium Enterprise SME. The content of our presentation today will consist of what is investment appraisal, relevant cash flow, two selected decision-making techniques, what is small and medium enterprise, summary of small and medium issue, action to be taken using the selected decision-making techniques. Welcome to our presentation and investment appraisal for small and medium enterprise. Today, we will be discussing the importance of investment appraisal in decision making and how it can benefit SME. So, the first is investment appraisal is a process used to evaluate the potential profitability of an investment. Secondly, by analyzing the costs and benefits associated with a project, business can make informed decision whether the firm want to invest or not. And the important things, this process is particularly important for SME who often have limited resources and need to ensure that every investment they make is worthwhile.
Investment appraisal. So what is investment appraisal? Investment appraisal is the process of selecting and evaluating long-term investment with aims to make the right decision because the investment project requires a huge amount of cash outflow for many years. The investment, which is usually related to the acquisition of fixed asset, is expected to provide future cash flow into the business. The project may be independent, in which accepting one project will not affect the decision to accept another project, or mutually exclusive project whereby only one project is selected. Firms need to evaluate the investment and choose whether to accept or reject the project. The decision may involve expansion by acquisition of new fixed asset or replacement of an old fixed asset.
Okay, next is how the firm measure the project benefits and costs for relevant cash flow methods. Measuring the benefits and costs of project is an important step in investment evaluation. By identifying all relevant cash flow, like initial outlay, differential cash flows over the project life, and terminal cash flow, including both cash inflow and outflows, we can determine the net present value (NPV) of the project. Like this is the step: identify relevant cash flow to determine net present value. So the step here: first, discount each cash flow according to the project cost of capital to calculate NPV, which represent the minimum return required by the investor. Next, okay, the decision or the result will come out with two situations. First, the NPV might be positive, and the second situation or the second result the NPV will be negative. So what we're gonna to do? If the NPV positive, means project is expected to generate a return greater than the cost of capital. But if NPV is negative, means project should be rejected because the project is not good and cannot give a profit or the high profit or the relevant profit to the firm. In our project situation or our project assignment or Sweet Candy Berhad, the NPV project is positive. Profitability index is more than 1, and the company should consider moving forward with the investment, like to buy a new machine.
In investment evaluation, we have two popular decision-making techniques: net present value (NPV) and internal rate of return (IRR). NPV helps us figure out if a project will be profitable or not by comparing the value of future cash inflows to the value of future cash outflows. If NPV is positive, the project is profitable. If it's negative, the project is not profitable. IRR, on the other hand, gives us the expected rate of return for the project. It's the discount rate that makes the NPV equal to 0. Higher IRR means more profitable project. To use these techniques, we identify the project's cash flows, like initial investment, operating cash inflows, and terminal value. Then, we calculate the present value of each cash flow using the appropriate discount rate. By summing all the present values, we get the NPV. Alternatively, we can solve for IRR using trial and error or financial tools. By comparing NPV or IRR of different projects, we can choose the best option that make the most financial sense. In this case, the calculated modified internal rate of return (MIRR) is lower than the IRR. The MIRR is 1.4761% and the IRR is 58.78%, indicating that the project is not good and is often not recommended.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Imran bin Bahrin. Now I will explain on what is small and medium enterprises. Small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, are determined based on sales turnover and number of full-time employees. The manufacturing sector in Malaysia is regarded as SME if the company has sales turnover of not exceeding 50 million ringgit and number of full-time employees not exceeding 200. For the services and other sector, SMEs are defined as firms with sales turnover not exceeding 2 million ringgit and number of full-time employees not exceeding 75.
Okay. Next is SME issue, or small and medium enterprise issue. We have 4 here. First, or lack accounting knowledge. Okay, what happens if the firm have lack of accounting knowledge? Okay, so they need to find the solution how to settle this problem or to this issue. So they need to hire employees with skill and capability, also with accounting background, to ensure business run accounting function effectively and efficiently. Okay, the next issue or the second issue is lack of proper record keeping. SME also has improper record keeping of accounting information in accordance with the accounting and financial regulation, reporting regulation and standard. So the firm need to settle this problem where they need to provide good and reliable information to users. If this way, the proper record keeping helps to uh, give the firm a good and reliable information to inform their customers or stakeholders. The third is lack of ICT usage. Senior managers in SME lack literacy and skill in ICT, which slow down the integration to computerize the system. Okay, SME should employ accounting software to reduce any error and to maintain proper accounting records. So they need to adaptive to ICT usage to remain relevant in the current business environment as to build a fast and beneficial link with customers and suppliers and ease business operation. The next issue in SME is limited financial resources. Okay, when the issue like this, the firm need to find the other solution, like they need to option external financing to expand the business while considering the risk of defaulting the debt payment. Okay. For the benefits of investment appraisal for SME, one of the main benefits of conducting investment appraisal for small and medium enterprise SME is improved decision making. With improved decision making, the firm can make analyzing the costs and benefits of potential projects. SME can make informed decisions that align with their goals and resources. This can help them avoid investing in projects that not be profitable or sustainable in long term. The another benefit of investment appraisal for SME is increased profitability, whereby identifying the most profitable project and allocating resources accordingly, SME can maximize their returns and grow their business. And the third benefits, by carefully analyzing the costs and benefits of each option, the business can make an informed decision that will increase its profits and market share. Thank you. That's all for my part.
Next, I will explain on specific investment decision, replacement of asset. In the first scenario, Sweet Candy Berhad involved in asset replacement decision on whether it is better to replace the existing machine or not. Replacement of asset can be undertaken by considering the payback period, internal rate of return, net present value, and profitability index. Payback period refers to the period where the company can cover its initial outlay. It is preferable to replace an asset if the payback period is shorter than desired. Internal rate of return indicate return from a potential investment. It is preferable if the internal rate of return is higher than cost of capital. Net present value represent the value of cash flow at a given period of time. It is preferable if the net present value of new asset is positive. Profitability index measures the ratio between present value of cash inflow and present value of cash outflow. If the index is more than 1, then the replacement of asset is worthy. By referring to the computation It is preferable for Sweet Candy Berhad to replace its old asset.
Next, we move to the action that need to be taken using sensitivity analysis. Sensitivity analysis assesses to the responsiveness of projects and PV to the changes in variables, such as selling price, sales volume, cost of capital, initial cost, and operating costs. It helps to assess how project NPV might be affected if cash flow estimates are worse than expected. And for Sweet Candy Berhad, the sensitivity margin of the initial investment of the project is 27%. This means that the percentage rise in cost that can be tolerated is 27%, and if it's more than 37%, then the company will suffer loss. The sensitivity margin to the to variable cost is 64%, which means that 64% rise in variable cost can be tolerated. And lastly, sensitivity margin to sales is 16%, which means that percentage of fall in sales that can be tolerated is 16%.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through investment appraisal and challenges faced by small and medium enterprises (SMEs). Let's recap the key takeaways from our exploration. We've learned that investment appraisal is a critical process for making well-informed decisions about long-term investments. It involves carefully selecting and evaluating projects, considering future cash flows, and aligning them with the business goals. Two powerful techniques we discussed are net present value (NPV) and internal rate of return, short for IRR. NPV helps determine if a project is profitable, while IRR represents the expected rate of return. By using these techniques, we can compare different investment options and choose the most financially attractive one. For small and medium enterprises, we explored the challenges of accounting knowledge, record keeping, ICT usage, and limited financial resources. Proper accounting knowledge, record keeping, and ICT integration are essential for efficient business operations and reliable information. Using our selected decision-making techniques, we provided advice to Sweet Candy Berhad for their asset replacement decision. We computed the NPV and conducted sensitivity analysis to assess potential outcomes and risks. Investment appraisal and effective financial decision making are the backbone of successful SMEs. By applying these techniques and addressing challenges, SMEs can pave the way for growth, adapting to changing environments, and finally make financially sound decisions. As we move forward, let's continue to harness the power of investment appraisal and embrace innovative solutions to overcome challenges. Together, we can lead our small and medium enterprises towards a better and prosperous